All right, thank you for tuning into this one. So you pull up to the trailhead. It's a beautiful day. You get your bike out, it's clean, it's ready to go. You got your shoes on, you got your knee pads. Trails look good, but you realize you forgot your helmet. What do? That is a game changer for a ton of people. They either go back home and get their helmet, or they have to call it a day.
Let me explain! I lost my helmet! It's gone! I don't know where it went!
Very rarely do you see people out there on the trail just ripping and shredding without at least a half shell.
Hey, wait, aren't you gonna put on a helmet?
Yes, it is helmet review time. The nice folks at Kali Protectives provided me one of their newest DH helmets, the DH Invader, shown right here. Now this helmet is cool because it has some special technology in there, and it is really comfortable. I've been able to ride in this helmet for a slalom race, a DH race, and some trail riding, and I gotta say, this helmet is very comfortable, and the technology in this helmet makes me feel confident that when it's time to pay dirt tax, this thing will keep me safe. Let's dive into it. Okay, for this next shot, we want to talk about ventilation. This Kali helmet has so many vents in it. I'm going to take you guys outside for this shot so we can look through the vents and see the sky. Let's go. Okay, when it comes to pedaling and temperature and your head getting too hot, I've counted 25 vents in this Kali Invader DH helmet. 25. I've also noticed when I've been riding, the air does flow there really nicely to help keep your head nice and cool. So, airflow ventilation, check. Okay, but how does it fit? All right, next up is fit. So of course we got to get to the vanity mirror to do this one. The fit on this helmet has ranges. So there are two. There is extra small to medium, and then there is the medium through extra large. There is large through extra large. So it shows it in centimeters. I'll put it up right here so you can see it. I am a size medium, and so this one does fit me true to form for a medium. And what I do love about this helmet, and I'll show you right here, is that you have this really nice BOA system that helps me tighten it down. Now, a lot of helmets have this BOA system, which is great, but the unique thing about Kali is that it does sit lower on your cranium, so it feels like it's actually hugging you. Kind of like imagine if you were wearing a beanie instead of a hat. It just sits a little lower, so it feels like it's snug on your head, which is great when it comes to like rattling and chunk and things moving around. This is a nice, comfortable, snug fit, which I happen to like. Of course, you have your adjustable visor here. It's not a click visor system. It really is just a push it up or pull it down system. And if you needed to as well, you have your quick goggle change Trinity goggles by Kali that you can get. And or if you don't feel like you want to change out your lenses, for these Trinities, you can change them out from tint to clear, and there's these quick releases right in here. You just pull those up on both sides, pull out the lens, pop the new ones in, and push those back down, and they lock into place. Or you could just buy the ones that are just tinted and just keep them that way. I think they're a little less expensive for those ones, but yeah, this definitely feels good. Now, some of the people have complained about the retainment system back here having a point to it. It doesn't bother me, but some people say it bothers them. If this does bother you, they have the new ones. The new helmets do not have that point to them. It's only on some of the older versions that were just changed out like last September. All the new ones shouldn't have this on there. If you happen to have a helmet with this on there, you can contact Kali and they will send you a free replacement on that. So the fit is good. Nanotechnology, EPS in molding, and LDL. All right, we're gonna go now into technology. Okay, when it comes to the tech that is in this Kali Invader helmet, I gotta bring you guys over to this screen because I need to bring up a few things that's straight up on their website that really talks about the uniqueness of this product. So first of all, in molding. So you have the foam on the inside, which you know about. You have your outer shell on the outside. In between, sometimes with some helmets, there is a gap. Now at Kali, they put in molding in there, and you can see right here, As of now, Kali Protectives is the only company to use in-molding technology in their full face helmets. And what they have found is, I'll put it right here, the cursor, is that you can reduce the amount of G-forces sustained by your head by as much as 30% with the in-molding, which is super cool. And here is a bit of kind of like a X-ray photo, an animation here that shows you what it looks like. You see the outer shell, and then you see the foam on the inside. So being able to put in molding in here helps reduce the amount of G-forces that are going into your head. And then furthermore, if we want to look down more, EPS and geometric shapes. Now this I thought was so cool. Expanded polystyrene foam inside of here. So, and if you guys know what MIPS is, it's the ability to let that inner and outer protective layers kind of move independently of each other, right? The multiple directional protection system. And what Kali has is EPS, expanded polystyrene foam. So basically it's built like a little triangle or pyramid. So no matter which way that outer shell's force is going, if it's going this way or this way, it's meant to bend with it, kind of like a MIPS system, but this is their own protective technology. And as the outer shell crushes more down on the foam, that pyramid obviously is going to flatten up and crumple and slow the amount of speed and G-forces before it gets to your head. So there you have it. They found that using multi-directional cones introduces more safety advantages and further diverts forces right here. This technology combined with the LDL, which is on the inside, acts as a protective damper to absorb different levels of impact and distribute energy laterally, all while contributing to a smaller, lighter helmet. So with all that in there, the helmet itself is not like this huge thing. It's pretty sleek, it's pretty form-fitting, but it's packed with technology. And because of that, safety, their EPS system and their LDL, they're able to make it be very effective, but kind of sleek and good looking. And finally, you can see right here, lighter helmets. Linear forces, less mass on a rider's head means less force during impact. Simple physics, rotational forces. The closer the mass is to the center of the rider's head, the less rotational forces sustained, more complex physics. But as a result, we found we were able to lower the density of the foam and make the shell thinner, thereby making a lighter helmet and further reducing both linear and rotational forces on a rider's head during a crash. And here we go right here. Foam density. It's simple. Helmets are too hard and we want softer stuff next to your head. If you listen to the podcast that I had with the Kali folks and the owner, he's always saying, quit putting hard stuff next to your head. So definitely we want softer stuff next to our head. Our goal is to provide helmets with lower foam densities that can still address the dynamic range of impact. And then going into the nano material, it says here, nano has the ability of withstanding both double-digit low and high G impacts prior to failure. Unlike EPS foam, which can survive a singular impact, this lightweight carbon nanopolymer dissipates G-forces more efficiently than EPS, allowing us to reduce the volume of the helmet without sacrificing impact protection. Now, we mentioned earlier the low density layers, which is on the inside. You can see those right in there. They kind of look like, I call them kind of like octopus tentacles in there. But the LDS consists of specially designed padding that is placed throughout the interior of the helmet. It reduces rotational impact forces up to 25% and reduces low G linear forces up to 30%. In order to protect against those smaller impacts, Kali determined that the part of the helmet next to the rider's head needs to be softer. And another cool thing I like about this helmet company, we all know it's not if, it's when we crash. You will get a replacement for your helmet for free. That's right. The second helmet comes to you for free. You do have to send this one back so that they can study it and look at it, but you will get a free helmet. So think of it as buy one helmet and you basically get two. You basically buy one helmet, you crash in it, they will replace it, and then that's the end of it. If you buy another helmet and you crash in that, they will replace that helmet too. Okay, and if you all are still here and you are interested in this full face helmet, This is the DH Invader that we reviewed today, and the price point on that is $260, so it's very competitive with the other brands that are out there. This has been a Kali Protective DH Invader, and hope to see you guys out on the trail. Looking forward to seeing more Kali helmets out there, and we'll see you guys on the next one.